What's up, Jackson? What's up, Jackson, Mississippi? How's everybody doing, residents? How's y'all doing? Grand Rising, everyone. Grand Rising. Grand Rising. I hope you're doing well on this Friday. You know, yeah, it's gonna be, yeah, I guess it's gonna be another hot one and rainy. I guess it's raining in certain spots, whatever. But whatever it is, we gotta prepare for it and deal with it and take it as it comes. And take it as it comes. Yeah, so I hope you had a good night's sleep. I hope and I know you're going to work. You're going to work, coming from work, or you're at work. You might just be sitting around at the house, you know, chilling, just maybe watching the news or whatever. But I really hope that you be watching the 601 network, Real Jackson News. We normally try to get on here as early as we can, around 9, something like 8, 9 o'clock, depending on how I can get these videos uploaded or whatever, because I'm not on live. So until I can get on live, that's why I ask y'all to please like and share and subscribe. It helps, it helps the analytics, as you know, blah, blah, blah. It helps with the analytics. It helps with the algorithm. It keeps, saying, if you stay engaged, I'll keep rock. I'ma still rock videos whether you engage or you do not. But the point is that you stay engaged. So if you subscribe to the video, hit that notification whenever I do go on. So when I get ready to go on live, boom, 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 you be, you be the first one in the loop. You know what I mean? But yeah, yeah, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? And that 29-year-old Miss Fortune, well, I can't remember her name, her first name. I think it's something with a T. But forgive me, and to her family. But that should have never happened. That should have never happened to that lady at all. And I think about her because I got a kid that's older than she is. You know what I'm saying? I got a kid that's about a couple years younger than she is. You know what I'm saying? It's in that right. But let me say this. Let me ask you a question. How long do you think the FBI is going to come to Jackson, Mississippi, and deal with this? Because according to your mainstream media, the police is on a hush about it. That don't sit right with me. That don't sit right with me at all. See, this is the reason why I say all the time, I always give a call to action about us, because the only people that's going to clean this up is us. And the way we clean it up, how we going to clean it up? The way we clean it up is we have to galvanize. We got to galvanize, strategize, and organize, and maximize. We have to. Our resources to take control of our community. 80% of Jackson is black folks, us. We gotta organize. I'm telling you, ain't no if and buts about it. Okay, let me ask you a question. Resident. What's it going to cost you if you don't? I hope. Let that set in. Marinate on that question before you go to, answering, leaving me a comment. What it's going to cost if you don't? Because apparently the same things is constantly happening. The same things is constantly happening. We constantly got a young man being beat up, a young man being hung, now a young woman being hung. And then we got a young woman, a little young lady, a little teenager, a child, shot to death and left in a park. Had another woman, I think she was about 29 years old, found in a park, half naked. So my question to you is, what's it going to cost you if you do not organize, galvanize, strategize? What's it going to cost you? Because we can tell. Look what it's costing us. Just look around. Look around, Jackson. You can't depend on them city leaders. Them city leaders ain't got plenary power to do anything of a sort. Whatever it is that you thinking, the plenary powers aren't there. They don't have plenary powers to do what you think that they can do. You just think they can. They coming in with the suits on, whatever, and they make it pass these ordinances and stuff like that. Okay. But whatever that you're thinking that they can do, they tell you that's not my job. They very quickly tell you that's not my job. So what you doing? Why is the handout that you seeking ain't the hand from the end of your elbow? Because that's what it's gonna take. And that same hand that's at the end of your elbow can wash the hand of another hand from another elbow. We gotta galvanize with each other. We gotta help out each other. This is a major. How many times have you heard this? Malcolm X has said it. Martin Luther King has said it. Marcus Garvey has said it. Fannie Lou Hamer has said it. Rosa Parks has said it. The Minister Louis Farrakhan has said it. W.E.B. Du Bois has said it. How many people that's going to come and say the same thing that I'm saying right now? But I'm saying to you right now, this is what I'm saying. What are you losing? What's it? No, I ain't gonna say what you're losing. What is this costing you? Because let me be clear. This here is not to get you to move. This is to get you to see that the next time what happened to those individuals, that could be your child. That could be you. That could be your loved one, your significant other. It could be you. It could be. That's you have to open up your eyes. If it happened in your backyard, what makes you think it ain't gonna happen to you? You know the messed up thing about it? A lot of the victims that this thing has happened to in these neighborhoods, in some of these neighborhoods, a lot of people say, "Man, I knew that person. They was a good person," not thinking that that could have been them, not thinking that could have been their loved one, that could have been their significant other. You know what I'm saying? So really, how close is it? Really, how close are you is to the situation? How close are you? You gotta get up off your asses, man. Yo, let me tell you something. Look, I can't look. I can't tell you this. And many of you are organizers. Many of you organize, and see, the first thing we want to do is we want to criticize. Black folks can't get together. That right there don't even need to be in the equation. Because I was always taught one common cause should be the focal point to galvanize, strategize, and organize. One common cause. One. And that's control of our community. What are we going to control? We have to, I'm telling you. Like I said yesterday, if you put a camera in spots, every neighborhood need that. Now, I ain't talking about no door ring camera, which that's helpful too. But I'm talking about camera on these light poles, camera on these trees. Build some fake bushes and put cameras in them. Put them in conspicuous spots where these folks, put them in the ground. Put them in trees. They be like, yo, them folks got control of their community. Man, you don't need the police to build a command center for somebody to take control. Nobody want to work for free. That's the whole problem. And you ain't gonna get nothing unless you work for free. You gotta give in order to get. You set up a proposal and say exactly what you're doing and what you have done, and believe me, somebody gonna give you some bread. Somebody gonna want to grant you some money. If you putting in that type of time, that type of work, and that type of effort, somebody gonna give you some bread. Some organization outside the government is gonna give you some bread. But you gotta give in order to get. And that's the whole problem with us. We're so willing to help white folks. If they come in our neighborhood, how funny that is. White folks come in our neighborhood and give out free shit. We so quick to take it. How is it that we so willing to take free shit, but we ain't finna give free shit? And one of the free things that we need to be giving is our time. And our time is to each other. Man, them niggas ain't gonna do nothing but do this, man. Yo, I ain't even gonna lie, I'm a victim of it. My daughter, for example, she has a very good mind. But and that's because of her, where her generation is. And she said, you know what would be dope? I was like, what's up? She was like, yo, if we could just like have like a little book thing, you know what I'm saying, or or something where we can give out free vegetables or something. I mean, fruits or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like just like have a designated box where people come and just people come and go into the box and get snacks. It was snacks, I think that's what it was. And I said, man, them folks will clean that mess out. That's my thing. I'm like, man, them folks will clean that mess out. They'll come in there, they ain't gonna take one, they're gonna clean the whole thing out. It's like, yeah, so what, man? But but here's what she straightened me up at. She said, yeah, but if you got the bread, so what? So what? So what? If you do it often enough, and you get it out there, and people gonna come. It's gonna be more people than just one. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but my point is, that's an idea. But I was just saying the difference between her generation and my generation. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, man, folks. I said, man, that's a waste of time. I said, that's a waste of time. You know? But she not thinking that way. You know? So, but this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. We're so quick to accept free stuff from somebody, whether they're white or they're black folks that's trying to just giving out some stuff. We'll come in drones taking that free shit. But when it's time for us to put out our free time, and jokers ain't gonna want to open up their mouth. How many jokers won't even open up their mouth if they see something going on in their neighborhood? Because they figure it's snitching. They figure that it's snitching. Let me tell you something. So I have a little bit of hope that my site never return. Which I know it will not. But I'm going to tell you like this. If somebody's coming into your neighborhood that don't belong there, you need to be on your toes. And you need to be prepared to take down their what they're wearing, how they look, what's their tag number, the make and model of their vehicle. Take a picture of that mess. We need to devise there need to be some type of program, computerized program, like myself. Someone gonna call me up. I run a command center. I call me up. I'll be like, yo. They be like, yo, punch this tag number in. I punch it in, and it comes up on my screen. I tell you, oh yeah, it belongs to so and so, so and so. All right, yo, let's get a police call. All right, boom, I'm calling the cops. They ain't in this neighborhood. They don't belong in this neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Cops can't do it all. But see, what I hate about them cops, they don't want to link with you. They don't want to link with the police. Don't want to link with you. The FBI and the sheriff, they don't want to link with you. They don't want to link with you. You give them your resources, but they ain't gonna give you theirs. Now that's screwed up. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I got the resources to tell you this, that, blah, blah, blah. Here's all here. I'm dropping it on you right now. But yet you not going. Yet nobody ain't gonna galvanize. Ain't nobody gonna tell me, yo, this the program you gonna need in order to do that. I'm trying to help y'all out. I'm trying to help y'all, making it easy for y'all. I give up my time, cause you know what? There is some bread out there. There is some bread out there that can grant this. Because I know that. Why wouldn't it be? Because you're acting in good faith. You trying to have control of your community. And only thing you doing is you teaching them young ones that's coming. I got grandkids, son. The grandkids need to know about this. But it's too much like right. It ain't gonna happen in my community. Yeah, I'm on that shit. You know why? Because the older folks are set in their ways. And the younger folks, hell, they don't know shit from Shinola. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. They wanna do what they wanna do. They wanna drag race. They wanna ball out. Smash out. Come on, B. But then when something go down, you know what they say? Oh, man, that's messed up. Man, that's messed up, kid. Man, you know what, man? I knew her, man. Man, I know something was going on over there in that neighborhood. I knew something was happening, man. I don't even know why I ain't say nothing, man. If you had control, it would have never went down. It would have never went down. Because apparently somebody knew on all three cases. I'm talking about with that young lady, Miss Fortune, that little girl, and that lady, that woman that was over on Jane Avenue. They all knew on all three of them cases with them women that they was gonna put them somewhere where nobody was gonna see them. Nobody was watching. Why wasn't cameras in these spots, man? You got a vacant house. We should have enough control over our community to take a vacant house. We complain when it's blighted. Oh yeah, we're gonna complain to the city when it's blight. We're gonna complain when we got vagrants around there. What they call it? Vagrants, squatters. We're gonna complain about that. We're gonna complain about the grass being rolled up. We're gonna complain that the city ain't doing their job. But what the hell is we doing? You got a house directly behind you, or in front of you, or beside you. What the hell are you doing? I ain't got no money. That's what this galvanization is about. You can go out there, you can spend your bread on some cigarettes, some beer, you know what I'm saying, some coffee, whatever, on a regular routine budget, but yet you couldn't give out $10 with 1,000 of us, $10, and put cameras in inconspicuous spots in our neighborhoods so we can and have somebody to monitor it and take turns 24 hours. Nah. Some of the older folks ain't doing nothing. They sit there and watch TV all day. Man, they can have that monitor situation on their TV. They got the technology to do it. I know for a fact they can do it. It's called auxiliary. Yo, let me turn to this auxiliary real quick, see what's cracking in the hood. And he got it on all 4 screens, or however many cameras there is in the neighborhood. They're on all different screens and they looking at it. While they sitting there watching TV chilling. They just chilling. It could be on a whole bunch of folks televisions. Man, come on, man. Yo, look, I'm out. I'm finna be out, cause y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all won't even leave me a cash app. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Y'all won't even leave me a cash app. So I mean, y'all won't get it. Y'all don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, it's a call to action. Cause Yo, look how long. Watch how long it's gonna take for the FBI to come and investigate that. Watch. Watch how long it's gonna be. Kenneth Stokes, he already wrote a letter to them. Man, come on, man. Why the hell we gotta do that? If we had control over our community, do you know how fast they'd be out here? Do you know how fast they'd be out here? Because you know why? Ain't nothing gonna stop an affidavit, baby. Ain't nothing gonna stop an affidavit, not even a federal judge. Not even a federal judge. Ain't nothing gonna stop a petition with an affidavit. Man, build a reputation, and I bet you they come. If you known for getting in their asses about this, that, and the other in your neighborhood, they coming. They don't want no more. They don't want no more L's. Ted DiBiase Jr. Then took them through the ropes. They done took an L with Ted DiBiase Jr. They don't want no L's. They better get their asses out here. See, this is what happens when you organize, galvanize, and strategize and realize. But I'm out. Happy Friday, y'all.